What's up? This is a good monumental night because, not to say the Digital Media Championship didn't mean much, but I think this is making it mean a lot more by it going away. And now we have a new title on the roster for the men's side of things. And it's just gonna up the ante a little bit and make it more competitive amongst us in the roster. That fact that we're fighting for a new title online tonight in triple threat matches, there's gonna be a lot more at stake, especially with people putting their bodies on the line for something that you get to become the first ever in TNA history as the new TNA International Champion. I try to stay calm most of the day and keep my energy low so that I can save it for when I do perform, and I think that's something I've learned to finally do the older I'm getting and the more experience that I'm getting, is just conserve my energy as much as possible, just because that adrenaline dump at the end of the night is just, you're done.
Glad I took a picture because I was like, oh, that's great.
That's so weird though that you saw that, so it's kind of crazy.
Sorry today. I love you.
Love you too, bye. So my wife is doing a tour of Fenway Park. It's kind of funny, she sent me a bunch of photos and then she found this because she knows me being the Marine, I love Marine Corps things. So, Buddy Exarios, I served with in 2nd Battalion 8th Marines, who he lost his life in 2009, but she had no clue that he was in my weapons company, and he was in MAP 2. And yeah, small world. So today is technically my recovery day, but I'm gonna probably do a full body and just try to feel good and stretch and get ready for possible 2 triple threat matches. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. I am way too tan. Hey, brother. They have a lineup yet for the card?
Yeah.
Who's opener?
The other
EY then?
EY then.
First floor.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, good. Hey, how's it going? I've known Macklin now for 11 years. I started at NXT with him on the same day, same class. We were, and we just became friends right away.
Me and Drifter hanging out finally on the road again?
Yeah, right.
You find those people you can confide in that are going to tell you the truth, and he's one of them that's always been there. And I feel like I've done the same for him too.
Especially like in this business, like you're gonna find people will BS you real easy. You know what I mean? Just say whatever to get by. So you find somebody that's honest with you, you want to hold on to that.
Just, you don't want people to just tell you what you want to hear. You want to hear what you don't want to hear. Just so that's how you get better at this.
You're kind of almost forced into this kind of friendship relationship. You're figuring out this world of, at the time, WWE, you know what I mean, and NXT, and so me and him became friends right away. We were travel buddies. We just connected. He's got just an incredible story of the military and his life and all the stuff he's done there. And, we just become friends. You spend a lot of time in cars together, and especially the schedule we had. We're in the ring. You learn to actually trust people with your body. And so I've known him for so many years.
This is my first pay-per-view doing multiple matches, especially in a tournament style. So it's just conserving my energy. Like I said this morning, waking up, trying to just stay kind of relaxed, keep everything kind of bottled up and let it all just come out later on today.
You have a certain bond with almost everybody you come across in the whole business, okay? Whether it is the cameraman, the wrestlers, whatever it is, there's a certain bond. But, first off, once you share the ring with somebody, that's another level of trust and camaraderie. When you ride on the road together, that's another level of trust. And then when you kind of get to know the person and their own life apart from, I'll say, wrestling. And me and Steve have just connected on every level. He's I've been with him through some really hard times in his life, and he's been with me through some very difficult times. And to have somebody that'll pick you up, have your back, tell you the truth when it hurts. These are the rare people you come across in life that you want to hold on to. And for me, that's Steve. He'll come out of nowhere and tell me something that I was not even thinking of to help me perform in the ring or perform on TV, whatever it may be. But then we could sit there if something goes down in our personal lives and just sit with each other and not say nothing and know, you got a brother.
You're heading to the building. We're basing it off of one of the greatest triple threat matches on a pay-per-view from way back when of AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels at Unbreakable, and that's kind of what this tournament is. And I'll be puking before my match at some point. My anxiety will go up. I think once we get everything kind of called, I'll relax a little bit more too, which I'm also in there with a lot of people that are very talented, and I'm very confident that the matches will be fine for what they are. And it doesn't seem like it'll be a headache of a day unless it ends up being it, and then there'll be more added stress to that and trying to figure things out, but I have full confidence it's not going to go that way. The old Cox Pavilion, huh? This is where the big boys play.
Hey, there we go.
Are we this way or up more?
Up more for the ring.
Gotcha, thank you. Wow. I assume we're full tonight, which will be great. Loud fans and make it entertaining. Pretty good. There's an opportunity tonight for everybody that's involved in this that not many people get the chance to do, and that's introducing a brand new title to carry the weight of the TNA International title, and that's defending it and challengers from all over the world, globally and internationally. It's kind of a workhorse title right now once you get it, because it just proves what it's going to be worth and who carries it. And there's always that saying of, it's not the title that makes the man, it's the man that makes the title. And that's what this is going to be. And I promise you that that's how I'm going to treat it. Is you don't have to look at the title and think of me. You're going to look at me and think of the title afterwards, just because I want to be the one to carry that weight and introduce it to the world and show that what it could be compared to the X Division title or the world title. It's just as important as every other title. And I think that's a competitive edge now too as well for me, where it's like, all right, I want to put the pressure on the world champion. I want to put the pressure on the X Division champion. I want to put the pressure on the tag team champion, just because that's how it should be. Pre-tape's done, that stress is out. Now I can finally be dressed, ready to go. Call wrestlers' first match, and then once I'm back from that, the rest is history.
Tonight's a big night for him. I know he puts a lot of pressure on. He probably told he's going to throw up a couple of times, which he does. It's become part of his routine, and I don't know why after 10 years of doing this, that's just what he does. Fuck. It's almost like a testament to how much it means to him.
Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I've seen him just grinding and going for opportunities and trying to make things happen, and ups and downs and highs and lows, and he's always had that kind of hard-nosed determination to keep going forward.
Victory to be made, and it is set. AJ Francis, Eric Young, and Steve Macklin will battle.
Thank you. Right on time. Thank you. You okay?
Good shit, man. Yeah, they were fucking with you guys. It's great.
I think AJ Francis and EY, they're probably going to pull out all stops because, it's Vegas. We got celebrities in the audience. The company's blowing up. I expect fireworks and drama and lots of hard hitting, I'm sure.
It's a big deal to me because for a long time in this business, I feel like I never got the respect that I deserve. Honestly, I think I'm the best big man in the business, and I say that, but I genuinely mean that. I think I'm the best person on this roster or any roster. I think I'm honestly the best wrestler on earth. And I don't say that with any bit of arrogance. I say that because when I go through that curtain, nobody gets the reactions I do. There's people on this roster nobody gave a shit about until they started wrestling with me. So, you know, I go out of my way and I am a star that makes stars, and I do it time and time again, and that's why I'm put in these situations. If I become the TNA International Champion, it elevates the title, just like I did with the digital media title. There's no coincidence that the digital media title saw its biggest success when I had it, and then once I dropped it, it fell off the face of the fucking earth, and now no longer exists. It's no coincidence.
A lot of yelling, which I hate. A lot of people standing around in the way. We're at the giant arena. For some reason, we're all confined to this closet down here. It's part of it. Frustrating. Pretty laid back individual, but when I get irritated, I use that as fuel. You know, technically, I'm supposed to be a miserable person. I'm not really who I am, but I can turn into a miserable person real fucking quick. Should all be more like Matt Hardy. Just chill, smiling. Best day of his life, probably. Unbelievable. International title, new title, it's beautiful. The honor of holding, carrying something like that, sharing in this tournament with all these unbelievably talented performers. It's an amazing thing, man. It's an amazing thing. When I'm much older, I'll look back and I'll remember this fondly. To be honest, right now I'm a little irritated, if I'm being completely honest. There's a lot going on. But that's how it goes.
Everybody should fight to be the guy that everybody wants to come and see or talk about. Oh, wow, this match stole the show, whether it was the opener, the main event, or right in between, or it was even on the pre-show. I've been on pre-shows, I've been the opener, I've been the main event. I don't care where I'm at, no matter what, I try to go out there and have the best match possible. And when I do become champion, especially being a new international champion, that's my ultimate goal, is people want to see that match and they know this match is going to steal the show.
You want the responsibility. Well, this is what comes with it. Being pulled in all these different directions. People wanting a part of you, 10 seconds here, 15 seconds, can you do this? Can you talk to this person? Can you do this? Let's put this together, let's put that together. This is the game. This is the game. Never changes. Kind of never gets old, but never changes.
Just a tiny scoop for the amount of milligrams in it.
We doing the morning routine?
I mean, to be honest with you, wrestlers hate when I say this, but it's not comparable. In pro football, I have to prepare for guerrilla warfare. In professional wrestling, once I walk through that curtain, I'm on. Half the time before my matches, I don't even stretch, because I know I'm ready. The fact that we're the main event, I got more than enough time. Am I shocked to be in this position? Absolutely not. Do I deserve to be here? Absolutely. Should I be the very first? Money calling. Should I be the very first TNA International Champion? Absolutely. That's what's best for TNA. And until somebody proves me wrong, I'm gonna keep thinking that.
I've been here a long time. Almost 30 years, totally. Over 20, working on television for this company full time. It's personal to me. Always has been personal, but at this point in my life, at this point in my career, I don't know if it could be more personal on a professional level.
Camera speeds?
Will this go right into me going to the ring? Should I be putting tape on?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt if you want to go ahead and get it.
What we get to do is an honor, and it's the honor of my life. And for a person who grew up in a tiny town, to make this my life, make this my livelihood and my living, that's a drug, man. It's a drug. Being leaned on by a company that you hold in high regard, being leaned on as a performer, as a professional, as a leader. Not a big rah-rah guy. I speak when I'm asked to. but I like to think that I lead by example. My effort tonight will be no different. So, special, man. It's real special. We called it. We did. You said it, I said it. We knew we were going to end up here.
It's cool to be in this situation with Macklin because I've known him for years, going back to our time when we were in the Performance Center at the same time, you know, and EY, you know, I've known him for years too, but ever since I came to TNA, we've become a lot closer. And they're two legends in TNA, but they're also the old guard. They're the old establishment of TNA. They've been around, they've done everything, and it's good for me to be in there with them to prove that I need to be the future of TNA.
This is my home, and I will defend it with my life, if that makes sense. And I'm not talking about going to war or in something. It's just, right now, it feels like everything we do is important. And for an entertainer, for a performer, that's a drug. A drug that cannot be purchased. A drug that cannot be found or bought or made. It can only be fabricated with your mind, with your body, and there's something very special about tonight, about what's going on. And I've held every belt in this company, every championship that there is to hold in this company, I've held it. And I said it earlier, what's one more?
I do this because I love it. I do it because my father works his fucking ass off. He's a guidance counselor and a night school principal. He works hard, and he's not a rich man. My sister works her ass off. She's a teacher in a middle school. She works hard, and she's not a rich woman. I come from hard workers. I come from people who get it out the mud. I come from the streets too. I come from a family full of dope boys and people in jail, in and out of jail, life sentences. I've come from all that. And this ain't no job. This shit is easy. I can't believe I get paid this much money to do this, to go out and be a supervillain.
I feel even the most diehard of people that watch this and respect it and love it don't understand how difficult this really is. After a 16-hour day, I'm about to do 24 to 30 minutes of the hardest thing that I'll do probably in my life. So, people that love it and respect it, thank you. And for the people that don't, go fuck yourself.
Go whenever you're ready.
Here we go,
I try to go out there and give 150% out of the 100% that I am able to give, because that's just me. And again, it's to the fans. I want to go out there, and I try to go out there every night knowing that there's fans out there that still don't know who I am, and I have to try to win them over, and whether it's as a babyface or a heel. And if I can leave that night and make people realize that, oh wow, this guy knows what he's doing, he's a great professional wrestler, and he's one of the best in the world, and now on top of that I have the international championship, and I'm making it mean something more than it never was anything at all, and I get to introduce it to the world and carry it on my shoulder or around my waist and prove to the world of how good Steve Macklin is. That's my goal. It's a workhorse title.
I think of AJ Francis and that big choke slam. EY's he's a maniac, right? He might hit you with a moonsault or an elbow drop or a pile driver. And Macklin, just that hard-nosed, non-stop, intense kind of brawler, I'll call it. So you mix these guys up, you're in for an unpredictable match, you know what I mean? You got almost 3 different styles.
I get to go out and perform in front of a live audience and have them like silly putty in my hands and control their every emotion with my actions and my words. And then when I want them to drop, they drop. When I want to pick them back up, pick back up. I'm the puppet master.
I call it like hard-nosed intensity, just that next gear that you know, you have to be able to tap into in wrestling. There has to be a moment where whatever you've been holding in your heart, in your life, you let it out then. And then when there's nothing left, you find a little bit more and you push it there. He's not one for like feel-good moments. Hey, he keeps his, I'll say, his emotions in more often than lets them out. And so I just think anybody watching him is going to be, you know, attracted to that. They want to root for a guy like that. And I'm, you know, from a personal level, I'm rooting for a guy like that because I know his journey and I know what it means to him. And I just know that that connection with people is just, you can't buy it. That's just a different level of performance going on, if you want to call it that. Maybe it's beyond performance. Maybe that's when, you know, it gets real, so to speak.
What do you want? I feel fantastic. I'm very happy. Like I said, this is going to be a workhorse title. And I plan to make it that. Everybody thinks it's this glitz and glamorous life, and it is. It has its moments where I'm blessed and lucky to do what I do for a living and get to travel the world and see things that many people don't get the ability to do in their life. And you try to take advantage of that. But at the same time, you got to learn when to rest, when to relax. There's the days where you have to just kind of turn it on and just keep going, and that's part of the job. People are paying their hard-earned money to be entertained by us, and who am I to take that away from them by not wanting to show up and give every bit of me to them in that moment, whether it's an autograph signing or a match or a promo, showing up on a podcast randomly as a guest. And no matter what, the fans ultimately pay our bills and take care of us, and they're our biggest critics. And I'm lucky to have that, and my biggest fans are at home, which I love. I feel good. Can't wait to get home with my wife. And then I'll feel even better.